Hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from sweetstamper.com, and I'm going to share with you how to make the little giftie that I'm including for my March Stamp Club packets. So I chose perennial postage for my Stamp Club this month. Each month I choose one stamp set or bundle, and we make 8 cards out of that stamp set. And this is for my card club members, so this is a subscription. And what I like to do is to include a little gift for them as a special thank you, and to also give them ideas on how to use the bundle of choice in a different way. And what I mean by that is I want to go completely off grid with regard to the colors and the papers that we're using. These are gorgeous. I love, love, love this whole suite. But I also know that once I've used the paper and the gems from this suite, I still want to be able to use my bundle. So let's think outside the box and let's use it with some of our in colors in a totally different way. And this is where my little gift comes in. So instead of coordinating my gift color-wise to go with my club projects, I actually go off grid and do a totally different color scheme with it. And in this case, doing different papers and everything. So these are the little tags I'm going to be putting on my giftie items. And again, I'm using perennial postage. And I'm also doing a non-food little giftie, little treat. So these are little eye masks. I got these from Amazon, and these help to reduce fine line and puffiness. So, and this one helps to remove dark circle and wrinkles. So different things that most women would be happy to have. And this is just a lovely little gift to give if you were doing a shower, a ladies get together, a book club, anything like that. So one of these I've already scored and gotten ready. I'm going to show you how to do it on this one. And that way you will know exactly how to do this, not only from the inspiration sheet, but also from the demonstration. Now I have a piece here that is 8 inches wide, and that is my designer series paper. And then it's 5.5 going the other direction. So let's score it right here at 3 3/4. And then we're going to score it at 7.5. And then we're going to turn it this way, and we're going to score it again at 1/2 inch. That one always kind of gets me a little bit. Okay. Now, I know this is heavily patterned paper. I'm hoping you can see it a little bit easier on this solid side. So I'm just going to kind of crease my score lines a little bit, just so that I can see what I'm doing as I trim. Now, I'm going to trim this down just a little bit, and I like to use long-handled scissors for this, and I'll show you why. I'm going to be cutting out this entire piece right here because we're going to make this sweet little pouch. So I don't need this entire piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to miter that corner there, and I'm going to cut this whole piece out. Let's turn it here. Can we see it better here? Not really. Yeah, maybe we can. I have really good lighting in this room, and I still can hardly see because of the pattern. I've made a lot of these in lots of different patterns, and this one seems to be really kind of giving my eyes fits. Now, here I'm cutting out that little square, so you can see that's what I need it to look like. And I'm also going to cut just a little corner off here just to finish it off nicely. Okay, so now I'm going to use tear and tape. And I'm going to show you, one of the reasons I'm doing 2 of these is I wanted to show you 2 different ways that you can fold this up. And you can see I've even got 2 completely different, I'm doing it 2 different ways completely. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this like so, and I want my little, this is the way my little pouch is going to go. Now, I can do it one of 2 ways. I can either do it where this goes on the outside or where it goes on the inside. And they're both going to come out just slightly differently, and I'll show you what I mean. So if I do it flush against here, that looks great as long as my cutting and scoring is perfectly straight. But you see how the inside of this is really, really dark, and it's going to show a little bit. And I don't really want that. So actually, all I can do is I probably didn't get this exactly on the score line or on the trimmer line. So now it will go right up against there. So let's do this one on the outside and we'll do the other one on the inside, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to just take my tear and tape and run it right along here. And then I kind of discovered this by accident, the two different ways to do this. And I like them both. So let's see, that's going to go right there. And then this is going to go right up like so. So that finishes it off ever so nicely. It's neat, it's trim, it's tidy. It's everything you want it to be. But even if you do have everything cut and scored exactly the way, you know, perfectly even everywhere, sometimes it just looks a little bit different. I kind of like the look both ways. I need my pick tool. Here we go. So that is going to perfectly house my little gold eye mask. So these come in a package of three different masks, and I'm using 2 of them. Now, let's go ahead and pop my little label right there. Isn't that sweet? I mean, we're keeping it really simple. You could go hog wild, but if you're making a lot of these, and I'm making a lot of these for my club members, then you need something that is going to be simple, but really pretty. And I'm going to decorate this with, I think I left the punch over here. Yeah, let me show you. I used the Petal Park Builder Punch. I mean, honestly, it's very, very classy, just like this. But I decided to make a little flower like so. And I'm just going to pop that right there. You are simply marvelous. And I think I will use a dimensional. Actually, I think I'm going to use 2 just to make sure it's really secure. And then, you know, the nice thing is, you can just use whatever papers you want. You can use a combination of them. Just use what you have on hand for this. And then I'm going to come in, because I'm using the in colors, I'm going to use one of these in color dots. These dots are so pretty. Let me grab my pick tool. These dots are so pretty, and I've used the heck out of them. They come with all the different in colors, and I'm going to go for this big one here that is in the Moody Mauve, and that's going to go right there. So perfectly showcases our in colors, and inside is this lovely little gift. Now let's do one slightly differently. And what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to fold this on the outside. And see how it's neat and trim at the top? I think it looks good either way. And I kind of found this out because I did it wrong and I didn't mean to. But I really kind of like the look of it. So I thought I'd show you both ways. I guess I need to get in the camera range. And again, this is an 8" by 5.5. So, you know, you can get 2 of these out of a piece of designer series paper. And then you have a lot of that paper left over for making cards with this or anything else that you want to make. And I also love that you could do this with cardstock. I think it would be a little bit thick, but you definitely could. The papers are so pretty, and most of us have more than a little bit of designer series paper. And I love that we can just use what we have or order some more, and then we can just kind of coordinate it to whatever that we're using or whatever theme we have going. So I thought this one looked extra pretty in here. So there are my 2 little pouches, my little gift pouches. And I just made the tags exactly the same. And I will have all of the supplies I used on the inspiration sheet for you. Let's get it right there. And I'm going to use another flower just like that. Let's pop a couple of dimensionals on that. And like I said, this is for my Stamp Club members. So if you would like to join my Stamp Club, I will have the link here for you. You do have to be subscribed by the 12th of the month to receive that month's kit. And I do let you know ahead of time what the kit's going to be, exactly like all the elements, what's included, all the different products that you get. It's a great deal. It's $39 a month, and that includes your first class shipping. And this beautiful little gift, I'm so happy with the way these came out. And again, this is using the same bundle that we used for these cards with a totally different look. But I'm liking it a lot. So there is your little how-to on making a fun little giftie for your friends, family, whatever event you're doing. And again, this is a gift from my club members. I would love for you to join my Stamp Club. It's called Candy's Card Club, and it is a monthly subscription. I sure appreciate your consideration, and thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, and God bless.